guess I'd better go.
Go? Go where? I thought you were going to take things easy today.
Martha, I don't know what you'd do if you didn't have somebody to worry over. Going over to Fred Harker's for a while. Fred's laid up with that stomach trouble again. If they don't get their plowing done for long, it'll be too late to plant. Bishop called last night and asked some of the priesthood of the ward to go help him out.
You couldn't say no. Oh, honestly, there are plenty of younger men in the ward who could help Fred. I don't know why you're always the first to volunteer for everything.
Oh, there'll be plenty of others there. Besides, you'd sure have a lot to say if I didn't go. Think I was sick or something.
Sick? Huh. I think you were dead. Sickness has never stopped you before. I recall the time you had
Come
that
on,
bad...
Mama, give me a kiss. I might not be a young man anymore, but I'm not too old to think you're still the prettiest girl in the world.
Oh, honestly, stop it. Oh, heaven's sakes. Oh, my, you get on out of here.
Bye, Mama.
And brush yourself off.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, son.
See, you've got plenty of help.
Hey, I thought you said there were a lot of others coming over. Oh, I might have known you'd end up doing it all yourself.
Well, Ma, I guess the others will be along later. Anyway, looks like I got some help now. Pete, you're just the man I've been looking for. You can help me till the others get here. Mama can drive your car home.
Oh, Dad, I was supposed to be over at Kathy's by noon. Can't you do it?
That's right, son. You were supposed to be. There's another tractor over here that needs you a lot more right now than Kathy does.
If you get tired, Dave, you rest a minute.
And you take it easy on that thing, Mom. It's a lot hotter than that old clunker of Dad's.
Oh, now don't you worry about me, son. Why, I was driving cars before you were born.
Just a minute, brethren. I almost forgot something. We'll need 3 men to volunteer to go and paint the outside of Brother Larson's porch sometime this week. Who can go?
I'll be able to go on Wednesday, Willard. If it's not too big a job, 3 of us ought to be able to finish it up in a couple of hours.
Thanks, Dave. That's 1. Who else can go?
I'll go, Willard.
That's 2. 1 more ought to do it. Well, I'll find someone else to help you, brethren. Thanks, brethren.
Can't you, Kathleen?
Gee, I don't know. It's kind of late.
Well, hello, Kathy.
Hi.
I see Pete found you.
He sure did. He doesn't want me to get away.
I can't say as I blame him. Hey, Pete, looks like I volunteered for you and me to do a little painting job over at Hans Larson's on Wednesday.
Oh, Dad, if you don't stop volunteering for me, I'm afraid Kathy's going to start looking for some less volunteering boyfriend.
Well, now, what'd I miss?
Oh, nothing, Mama. Pete and I just going out on the town one night this week, aren't we, Pete?
Yeah, Dad and I are going to paint the town red.
Oh, not red, son. Green. Oh, hello, Mama.
Well, hello, honey. Did you have a hard day?
No, I had a good day today. What are we having for supper? Sure smells good.
It's your favorite.
Hey, that does look good. Nothing like a good old mutton roast.
Here, you stop that. You're as bad as your grandchildren. Always trying to snitch a bite for it's red. Here, now. You get in there and get washed up for supper.
You know, Mama, you're a real good cook. In fact, with just a little more practice, you might be just as good as my mother was.
Oh, you.
Where's Pete? He's late, isn't he?
Yes, he's gone up to North Canyon to check on those new lambs. He's been gone since early this afternoon. Seems to me he should have been back for now.
Oh, don't worry about him. Sometimes those sheep get lost in the darndest places.
Oh, I'll be glad when the lambing season's over.
You know, Mama, we're going to have a real good year. When I checked Monday, we were getting a good percentage of lambs.
Well, we need a good year after those cougars got all those sheep last year.
Yeah, they must have gotten away with at least a dozen or more of our best ewes.
Well, honey, that's sheep business.
We, gonna wait for Pete?
No sense in waiting for him. Can't tell when he'll get in. I'll just put a plate in the oven for him. Oh, Kathy's mother phoned, wanted to know if Kathy was over here.
Why would you be over here?
Oh, honey, you know those two are never separated anymore. Dave, I don't know what we're going to do when that boy gets married. My, it seems such a short time ago that all 7 of our children were seated around this table. Now they're all gone but Pete.
But they still belong to us, Mama. Don't forget that. And we do get to see him once in a while. Oh, by the way, was there any mail today?
Oh, yes, here it is. I've been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to open it. Why don't you look through it, and I'll get the rest of the supper on.
Oh, here's one from Mary. Know what she says before I even open it. Wants another contribution for the family organization to do some more genealogy. Yeah, I was right. Wants another $10.
Well, she's done wonders with your family line, honey. You should be grateful that someone in your family's doing it. My goodness, if it were left up to you, I'll bet nothing would get done.
Listen to this. And I'm still concentrating on finding those other 2 children of great-great-grandfather Johnson's. Good heavens, is she still looking for them? Why, she's been searching for some record of those 2 kids for at least the last 3 years. That's what I can't understand about her. All this trouble just because she found a letter that claimed he had 7 children and she only has record of 5.
Dave.
Well, it's no reason for her to spend the rest of her life looking for them.
Honey, she's a wonderful person. And I know she's just trying to do what she feels is best.
She says she's done the work for 150 of our kindred this year. Hey, that's pretty good. But I still don't see why she has to go to all this extra bother for 2 children she's not even sure ever existed.
Oh, Dave, you know as well as I do that there could have been 2 more children.
Oh, here's something else. Listen. And it would be wonderful if some of the members of the family could help out with the actual research. I find myself unable to do it all. If some of the family could write letters and help search the microfilms in Salt Lake City, I'm certain we could proceed much faster. Your loving sister, Mary. Well, I can send her a little money, but I don't have the time to spend writing letters and looking at some old microfilms. Oh, hello, Pete.
Hi.
Oh, good. You're back. We're all ready to eat.
Oh, fine.
Everything okay out there, son?
Well, I think so. Boy, this is going to be our best year yet. Kathy and I counted over 350 new lambs.
Oh, Kathy go with you?
Yeah, she was a lot of help when we were looking for the sheep up Dead End Canyon.
Dead End Canyon?
Mm-hmm. Quite a few of them had wandered off from the rest of the herd. That's why we came home. Kathy has to go to a party, and, well, I thought I'd see if you felt like we should go out and look for any more of them tonight.
You mean you don't think you found them all?
Well, I don't think so. Anyway, I thought I'd go out and look again in the morning.
In the morning? Why, if they've gone back into that canyon and they get too far away from the rest of the herd, no telling what might happen to them. Come on, Pete, we gotta go find them.
Oh, well, now, not until you've eaten your supper. Now, you sit down. Pete's right. They won't wander any farther until morning.
They won't wait till morning. Come on, Pete, we can't leave them out there all night. We can have supper when we get back.
Call Kathy, will you, Mom, and tell her I can't pick her up after the shower. She'll never believe me if I call her.
Oh, all right, son and dear. For goodness sakes, take something along to eat. There.
Hello, Mama.
Hello, honey.
What you doing, writing somebody?
Oh, just riding the girls. Oh, my, I'll bet you're hungry.
I sure am. Not starved to death.
You know, you're back sooner than I thought you'd be. Where's Pete?
Oh, he stopped off to see if he could catch Kathy before she left her party.
Dear, I might just as well save his plate for his breakfast.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Did you find some?
21. 9 ewes and 12 lambs, including that little bummer. I'm sure we got 'em all. Well, hello there, Charlie.
Why, hello, Dave. How's every little thing?
Oh, just fine. How's it with you?
All right. Is there anything I can do to help out?
No, just finishing up. Say, Pete and I are driving over to the ward tonight to watch the softball game. You going?
Well, I sure am. I wouldn't miss it. You don't suppose I'd miss it with my two boys playing, do you? What I came over to see you about, Dave, that we're starting a new genealogical class over at the church come Friday night. We're going to have one lesson a week for 12 weeks. What do you say?
No, I don't think I can make it, Charlie. Anyhow, my sister's doing all the work in our family. I send her money once in a while to help out.
That's fine, Dave. But don't you think it'd be a good thing if you could learn to help her, too? I'm sure she could do with a little more assistance than just money. Anyway, these classes will teach you how to keep your own record.
You know, maybe I should take those classes. Might just learn enough to convince Mary that she's wrong to spend all this time looking for a needle in a haystack. You know what she's doing?
No, what?
Why, she's convinced that my great-great-grandfather has 2 more children than she can find any record of.
Hey, Dad, you out here?
Over here, son, behind the lambing shed.
Hi, Brother Hinckley. Hey, you heard the news? Howard Liston's boy, Tommy. He's been missing since last night.
Who's Howard Liston?
Well, he's the fellow that moved into the old Simpson place about 2 weeks ago. He's got quite a family.
Yeah, 9 or 10 kids.
Which one did you say was missing?
Tommy, he's about 6 years old. Anyhow, the bishop's calling on all the men in the ward to help form a searching party. Just thought I'd tell you I was going along. See you later.
Wait a minute, Pete. Wait till I get ready and I'll go with you. If he's wandered into those hills, he'll really be lost, especially if he's new around here. They'll need all the help they can get.
Where'd you say they were meeting, Pete?
Over at Merrill's store.
Well, I'll see you there.
Dave! Any idea when you'll be back?
Sure, as soon as we find the boy.
Looks kind of bad, doesn't it? Almost 2 days and no sign of the boy.
Yes, it's lucky for the Listons that he's not an only child. I heard he comes from a big family. Ken, my wife, tells me.
I've been thinking, Maybe we ought to leave the searching to the professionals. I've got to get home.
Yeah, those posse boys know what they're doing.
That's right. Besides, if I don't get back soon, my whole place will be going to pot. I'm a week late now planting my spuds.
Seems to me we're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
Which one of you would quit if it was your boy that was lost?
Just a rough old sheep man, and maybe I haven't the right to ask. But I just can't see us going back to that mother without her boy. Please help us, Lord. He's got to be here somewhere. Got to find that boy, Lord. Help us to find him. We just got to find him, Lord. Got to find him, got to find him, got to find him. Tommy.
Tommy. We'll have you home in just a couple hours.
Hey, Ras, I think I spotted him. Where, Tom? Let's see. Right up here in this straw. You see him? Yeah, that's the boy, all right. One of our men has him. He looks like he's all right, too, Don. You better call our commander. This is Rescue 20. This is Rescue 20 calling Rescue 7. Calling Rescue 7. Over.
This is Rescue 7. Go ahead, Rescue 20.
This is Rescue 20 to Rescue 7. We have spotted the boy. Over.
Roger, Rescue 20. Whereabouts are you? This is Rescue 7.
This is Rescue 20 to Rescue 7. We're about 5 miles from Conrad Flats. Over.
Roger, Rescue 20. This is Rescue 7. We'll contact the helicopter and meet you at Conrad Flats. Over and out.
10-4.
news. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, you'd think that Tommy belonged to the whole town.
You sit down, and I'll get you a bite to eat.
Martha, if I live to be 100, I'll never forget the look on Sister Liston's face when we lifted little Tommy out of that helicopter.
Oh, that poor woman. I know exactly how she must have felt. I kept thinking about the time our little David ran off and got lost. You remember?
Sit down a minute, Mama. There's something on my mind that's important. You know, something kind of wonderful and strange happened to me up in those mountains today. There we were, almost 100 men, given our time to look for one small boy. And as I saw all of them searching for him, even though most of us didn't even know him, I couldn't help thinking of those 2 missing children that Mary's been looking for all this time. Couldn't help wondering about old great-great-grandfather Johnson, his wife, and how they must feel if 2 of their kids are missing. Oh, what did I say that was so funny? I can't think of anything I said that should make you smile.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. Well, do you remember when Pete came back that time and said he'd found over 350 new lambs? And you didn't think you could settle for all of those when you knew there were still some lost somewhere?
Well, I see it now, Martha. I sure do see it now.
Hi.
Oh, hello, honey. I'll bet you're tired.
Sure am.
Well, come and sit down, and I'll pour you a glass of milk.
Boy, that sounds good.
There you are.
Thanks, Mom.
You know, Martha, I've been thinking. Just before we went out to look for Tommy, Charlie Hinckley dropped by and asked us to join his genealogy class. And that's just what we're gonna do.
You don't mean me, Dad.
Well, why not? Oh, don't look so shocked, Pete. You can bring Kathy along. Hello, Joan. This is Dave Patterson. Could I speak to Charlie a minute? Fine. You know, Martha, Mary's sure gonna be shocked when she finds out I'm going to help her. But we're gonna find those 2 kids. Yes, sir. Mary and I are gonna find them. Hello, Charlie. This is Dave. Hey, say, Charlie, I got something important to tell you. About that genealogy meeting. Oh, we're gonna be there. No, all 3 of us.
One of the most important phases of gospel activity is associated with the temples. Upon intelligent, constant genealogical research, vicarious temple work is wholly dependent. Genealogical research is not only a function of the priesthood, but also a responsibility of every family. When conscientiously performed, it contributes to unity in the home and permits us to catch the vision of the divine nature. Therefore, let us as a church and a people labor with all our might to qualify as saviors on Mount Zion.